There are not many things that I'm 100% sure about, but this is exactly one of the very few things that I'm 100% sure about. I'm pretty sure there's not even a single person on the face of this planet who would say, I'm okay being mediocre or average on stage. No, everyone wants to create that magic on stage. And we as Indians, we are very filmy. We have seen Shah Rukh Khan create that magic on Filmfare Awards or any of the social gatherings that he's invited to anchor. He absolutely woos the audience and creates some magic. He's so good at the skill of being on stage. He's absolutely himself. Yet when this thought of going up on stage and facing a lot of people at one time hits upon us in real life, or this opportunity hits upon us, most of the people tremble and shiver at even the thought of facing so many people at once. What if I forget the script? What if I fumble on stage? What is the backup plan I have? What if my voice is not very good on the mic and I speak too loudly and I get myself embarrassed? What if so many people, kind of judge me at once because I'm going to be the center of attention for quite some time? How am I going to control all of this and still perform my best? All of these questions create a lot of pressure and bog us down and make us procrastinate the idea of going up on stage for a long time. But actually, friends, we are missing out on this beautiful opportunity which doesn't knock on our door every other day. We need to make sure we absolutely own this stage, own this opportunity. That is the topic of this video, my friends. And today we are giving you 7 chronological steps following which you can absolutely own this stage, connect with the audience, and be absolutely yourself and create a long lasting impression in the minds of your audience. Number 1, define your frame. Defining your frame means once you're called upon stage, you go and take your position from where you're going to fire your ammunition of words. There is no particular guidance as to what your frame should be. I'll still try to give you some guidance basis my experience. Taking your frame essentially means getting into a position in which you are most comfortable in, because we're talking about owning the stage. And how can you deliver confidently if you are not comfortable in the position? So make sure you're very comfortable as you're standing. Try to keep your hands outside of pockets so that you can use them for gestures. Don't keep them at your back as well, because again it restricts your movement. So define your frame well so that you look good. At the same time, people can look at you. If it's a big auditorium, they can spot you. So don't be behind any chair or any kind of a table. If it's in front of you, try to make yourself totally visible. Number 2, thank the organizers and the one who has introduced you on the stage. It's a very commonplace mistake, but it's actually a big mistake. Somebody invited you up on the stage, then next is Dipanshu, please come on the stage, let's have a round of applause. You got there, you got a mic and you started speaking whatever you had to speak. You have to make sure that you have this courtesy of thanking the organizer who gave you this opportunity to speak there, of thanking the person who is out there anchoring the show. He introduced you to the audience and gave you an opportunity to come on the stage. Thank you so much, sir, for giving me this opportunity to be here, and I would thank the organizers as well for allowing me to be here today and share my views. And then start what you have to say. It just shows you are super aware of the situation you are in. You're thanking the person who got you up there, you're thanking the organizer, and then you're starting the speech. You know how to build a rapport, how to build a connect with everyone who is out there, and then you will be in a position that the people out there would be more receptive to listen out to you because you address them really well. Number 3, set the vibe. Vibe is the energy that you exude to the audience, to the people you're going to speak with. It is going to give a projection to the people who are about to listen to you. Whether it's going to be an interesting speech that they're interested in, that is going to give some value to them, or it's going to be a boring speech that is of no value and you're just there blurting your words out because you have to. Well, that is definitely not the objective of you going up on the stage and taking a lot of people's time. So make sure you set the vibe right. 3 points. Number 1, interactive. You should have that vibe that yes, this is an interactive person. He has not come here to do a monologue. He'll come here, speak, and he'll go. He's come here to have a dialogue with us. Go up there and start the speech something like this. How many of the people sitting right here, by show of hands, think that Delhi people are cooler than Bombay people? Draw them in. Or how many of you would agree with me? Show of hands. Anybody would like to say anything on this? Participative, interactive. You're asking questions and you're waiting for their answers. It's not that you have a script, you're speaking it and you're going away. कनेक्ट होना बहुत ज़रूरी है कि ऑडियंस आपकी बात से कनेक्ट करे. कैसे करोगे? अपनी पर्सनल स्टोरी बताओ. आई हैव सीन अ लॉट ऑफ गुड स्पीकर्स, दे वुड ट्राई टू स्पीक इन अ वे समथिंग लाइक दिस. I still remember the time where I was sitting right on the same seats in which you are sitting today. And today I stand here on the stage and I'm giving this talk. It feels absolutely amazing. What he's trying to do is he's telling that जहाँ आप बैठे हो आप वहाँ से ऊपर भी आ सकते हो. Aspiration दिखा रहे हैं कि मैं भी वहीं था, आज मैं यहाँ हूँ, आप भी यहाँ आ सकते हैं. तो aspiration रखिए अपने अंदर, यहाँ पे आगे दूसरों को बताने के लिए. It's an aspirational way to connect with the audience. तीसरा, understanding. If you're delivering a speech, usually you're talking about few things which other people don't know, or something that a problem that they are facing, and you have basically found a solution to that problem, and hence they are listening to you. So first become understanding of the problems that they are facing. अगर वो कोई प्रॉब्लम फेस कर रहे हैं तो उसको समझो, उसके बारे में बात करो. आई अंडरस्टैंड यू गो थ्रू दिस, आई अंडरस्टैंड देयर इज अ लैक ऑफ टाइम, आई अंडरस्टैंड देयर इज सो मच सोशल मीडिया नॉइज दैट यू आर नॉट एबल टू फोकस, आई अंडरस्टैंड दिस दैट, आई अंडरस्टैंड that you are facing this problem, and now I tell you how I address that problem. Number 4, that magical script. Script is the refill of the pen you are using to deliver that speech. स्क्रिप्ट तो जान है और जाने जहान है आपकी सारी स्टेज प्रेजेंस का. और सबसे बढ़िया स्क्रिप्ट लिखी जा सकती है कीपिंग द ऑडियंस इन माइंड, कीपिंग द ऑडियंस इन कॉन्टेक्स्ट. हु आर यू स्पीकिंग टू? हु इज गोइंग टू लिसन टू यू टुडे? Are these working professionals, or these are college students, or these are household people? In what capacity are people coming to listen to you? If you keep that in mind and then you write your script, it's definitely going to be an all-star and an all-winner. Few specific points. Technical depth. एक स्क्रिप्ट की टेक्निकल डेप्थ कितनी होगी आपको इसी से पता चल जाएगा कि ऑडियंस कौन है. सो ऑडियंस को पहचानो. नंबर 2, स्पेशलाइज्ड नॉलेज. Don't talk about general points. People want to listen about specialized points which they would otherwise not know. Why are you talking about general things which everybody knows? Just because you speak well in English doesn't mean you're going to talk about anything. Talk about the specialized points which you know because you have researched or you have the better information on. Next, if you're talking about a problem, make sure you have a statistic with you. These many people suffer from this particular thing every year. This is the percentage of the occurrence of this particular event, or this is the percentage recovery rate of COVID patients, for example. Try to supplement it with a statistic. वो लोगों के दिमाग में importance बढ़ा देता है बात की कि अच्छा इतना परसेंट, इसका मतलब this is important and we should know more about it. Logical flow कि whatever you are speaking has a definite flow. पहले ये फिर ये. And this is, you will realize once you reread your script, once you practice, you will obviously understand कि यार यहाँ पे flow में कुछ mismatch आ रहा है, इसको change करते हैं. ये अपने आप पता चल जाता है रीरीड करने से. आर यू एबल टू स्पर देम इनटू एक्शन कि आपकी स्पीच को सुन के उनको अपनी लाइफ में कोई हैबिट या कोई चीज चेंज करने का एक आइडिया आता है. इट्स आल्सो गुड इंक्लूजन इन योर स्क्रिप्ट. फूड फॉर थॉट. मेक देम क्यूरियस और मेक देम गो इनटू डीप थॉट अबाउट अ थिंग दैट वाज अराउंड देम फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम, बट उन्होंने कभी इतनी ध्यान से उसके बारे में नहीं सोचा. सो अगर आप ऐसी कोई चीज उन्हें रियलाइज करा देते हैं, देन ऑल्सो दे आर गोइंग टू थिंक अबाउट द स्क्रिप्ट, अबाउट योर प्रेजेंटेशन फॉर अ वेरी लॉन्ग टाइम, longer than usual. And last but not the least, if you are a good storyteller, I recollect a speech that I attended in person by Mr. Boman Irani, wherein he talked about his journey कि उन्होंने कैसे कुछ 100-200 रुपए कुछ उन्होंने पहली कमाई करी थी, उसको फोटो खींच के सबसे पहला वो दिखाया स्क्रीन पे. फिर उन्होंने दिखाया उन्होंने क्या क्या अचीव करा, कहाँ कहाँ पे वो रहे, बड़ी बड़ी जगहों पे गए. और वो जब स्पीच को खत्म कर रहे थे तो उन्होंने बोला मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग दैट आई वैल्यू अपार्ट फ्रॉम ऑल ऑफ दिस दैट आई अचीव्ड इज दिस. एंड अगेन वो 100-200 रुपए जो उन्होंने पहली बार कमाए थे उसी की फोटो दोबारा आ गई. तो उन्होंने बहुत अच्छा फ्लो बनाया, स्टोरी टेल करा कि मैंने 100-200 रुपए से शुरुआत करा, इतना कुछ कमाया, इतना बड़ा बना, लेकिन आज भी सबसे ज्यादा वैल्यू उन्हीं पहली कमाई का है, उसकी ही वही सिंपल तरीके की जिंदगी से है जिससे उन्होंने शुरुआत करी. So if you are a good storyteller, definitely it's known all across the world that storytellers actually control the audience's attention. So try to listen to a few speeches so that you understand what storytelling is. How you organize the script, the same information in a way that the audience is listening to a beautiful story that has a starting point, that has an interval, and that has an end as well. Point number 5, the pace of the speech. Some people have a slow pace of speech and they're able to woo the audience. Some people speak very fast with facts and still they're able to get the audience's attention. You can choose whatever you want to, but the only thing I want you to avoid the hurried form of speech. Hurried speech essentially means you are desperate for attention, you're not very sure or confident upon yourself, upon your script, whether you will be able to attract the audience's attention or not. इसीलिए आप जल्दी जल्दी बोलने की कोशिश करते हो. It has happened with me and I have talked to a couple of people who have faced this problem कि कॉन्फिडेंस नहीं आ रहा तो फटाफट बोलना शुरू हो जाते हैं हम कि फटाफट मैं बोल के जा रहा हूँ. ऑडियंस को आप बोल रहे हो कि मैं आपको ज़्यादा परेशान नहीं करूँगा, प्लीज़ मेरी बेइज्जती मत करना, प्लीज़ डोंट एम्बैरस मी, आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर ऑन माई स्क्रिप्ट, आई एम अ बिट अंडर कॉन्फिडेंट. ओके, ये पॉइंट अच्छा लगा, नहीं लगा, ओके ये वाला नहीं, अच्छा मैं फटाफट बोल के जा रहा हूँ बट प्लीज़ गुस्सा मत हो यार प्लीज़. We are talking about owning the stage here, and when we are talking about owning the stage we have to be comfortable first. So never go into that form of speech where you are hurrying the speech. The best way is to lower your or slow down your speech. Speak very slowly. It will essentially show that you are confident even if the other person is getting bored. You are still speaking a bit slow. You are not anxious कि मैं जल्दी बोल के निकलूँ यहाँ से. आप confidently आराम से बोल रहे हो, digest करने का मौका दे रहे हो. वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन की भी बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट रोल आ जाती है इन टर्म्स ऑफ पेस ऑफ स्पीच. तेज बोल सकते हैं, धीरे बोल सकते हैं, वॉइस को मॉड्यूलेट कर सकते हैं ताकि ऑडियंस बोर ना हो. और वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन का सबसे फंडामेंटल रूल एक बताना चाहूँगा जो मैं फॉलो करता हूँ. अपने इमोशंस और अपनी वॉइस को सिंक में ले आओ. जैसे कि इफ़ यू आर एक्साइटेड एंड यू वांट टू टेल समथिंग विच इज़ एक्साइटिंग, then make sure your emotion, which is excitement, is coming through your speech. So I am going to tell you about something super interesting today. This is about this. ना आपकी voice ने वो आपकी excitement वाली emotion को capture कर लिया. जब आप sad कोई बात कर रहे हो, is absolutely unfortunate, but we have to break this news to all of you. Now आपकी voice थोड़ी नीचे चली गई क्योंकि आपने उसे अपनी emotion, which is sadness, से sync कर दिया. तो जब आपकी speech में बहुत सारे elements होंगे, excitement, sadness, pauses और रोमांटिक, आप ब्लश करने लग जाओगे तो आपकी वो वॉइस के अंदर आ जाएगा. तो बस ये ध्यान रखो, आपका इमोशन जो है वो आपकी वॉइस से सिंक करना जब शुरू हो गया ना तो आपको वॉइस मॉड्यूलेशन का अलग से ध्यान रखने की जरूरत नहीं पड़ेगी. नंबर 6, एंड इट्स वेरी क्रूशियल, फिजिकल मैनूवर्स. अज्यूम यू गो टू एन ऑडिटोरियम or an amphitheater and audience you are facing is seated in the form of a semicircle. Now you go and you take your position, you define your frame, you go in the center and you are standing. And now as you start to speak, you are right now facing the audience which is sitting right in front of you. But what about the people who are sitting at this side and also on the left side? What about them? They will definitely feel disconnected if you just look in the front and you will speak. Because they will think that you are only talking to the people who are right in the center. Then how to tackle this? Now you can stand at your place and look at the people at the right side and on the left side. This is one way to address them while still standing in the center. Even better, move around and use the space of the stage. Move and go on to the left side and talk to them straight as the way you are talking to the people in the center. Go on the other side and do the same. This would ensure that you are using the full space that is given to you. कहीं भी जा सकते हो. So make the good use of the whole stage that is being given to you rather than just standing at one place. एक लेवल और जाना है, बादशाह बनने का है, नीचे जाओ, स्टेज से नीचे उतरो and go right in between the audience. Move around, talk to a few people, ask them a question, give them the mic and let them answer. Take a circle and come back. पीछे तक जो लोग बैठे होंगे ना सब जाग जाएंगे. You have gone right in the middle. Everyone got attentive that yes, he is around now. He can ask a question, and hence you will be able to engage with the people who are sitting at the fag end of the auditorium as well. 7, apt closure. अब apt closure का ये मतलब है you are done with your speech. Closing the speech well is equally important as was starting and the middle of it. So closing essentially means open the floor for questions if it was a technical session. Thank the audience for their patient hearing and for their valuable time. And if possible, share your personal connects, your email ID, your phone number if you want to. I would even go a further step ahead to suggesting share your social profiles. Like if you can share your Instagram, and if you are sharing good information relating to your profession, or you keep sharing some useful stuff there, then you will be able to connect with a large number of people in one time. You post one picture or you post one particular status, and everyone who has connected or followed you can see that, and you will be connected to them even though you're not directly talking to them. This brings us to the end of this video. Before letting you go, I wish you bold and confident stage presentations, and I look forward to you owning the stage and killing it like SRK.